Good morning. Welcome to At Home with Kayla Price. I wanted to share a quick craft with you today. So my favorite thing in the world is to sew, and I haven't been doing that in the last few years very much because I just didn't have time. So the last week or so I had several little projects that I needed to do. So I've been spending a lot more time in my craft room and cranking out some fun projects. But one little simple one that anybody with a needle and thread can do, I did want to share today. So right now, it seems like so many prairie dresses and trapeze dresses are in style and they're really cute. The only problem is they don't actually define our waist. And sometimes, depending on our body style, that can be a real problem. It just maybe makes you look sloppy or larger than you are, or you just lose some of the definition that our bodies naturally have. So one way to counteract that and not spend a lot of money is to make an elastic waist belt. And I have made a white one, a black one, and I have a navy one here to make. And they're really easy to do. I make mine on a sewing machine. You may want to make yours with a needle and thread. Depending on what kind of elastic you get, some are easier than others. My favorite is this elastic that I bought on Amazon. It's 1.5 inches wide. I got it in white and I got it in black. I also thought I got it in navy, but this is a much thicker weave and doesn't have the same amount of stretch as the white and the black. So if I can link these down below, this has lots of stretch. You can kind of even see through it. It's a very thin product. Somebody just went through the driveway. So Archie's gonna bark for a while. So I'm gonna talk you through making one of these, but before I do that, I'm gonna pop in some video of the difference it makes and why an elastic belt might be a better option for you than a leather belt. This is a cute dress that I had ordered from In Other Stories. It is probably a little big and just a little nondescript, but with a belt it becomes much cuter. But then you have this little issue and problem. So there's one more alternative. And I'm sorry, I am not being a very good filmer right now. Here is Archie. Welcome to the picture. Dear Archie, say hello. Cat's got his tongue. Okay, so this is an elastic belt that I made. Okay, so you just saw the difference that any belt will make and the ease of an elastic belt. The great thing with elastic belts to me, since I'm no longer a teeny tiny person like I was when I was much younger, the elastic belt gives with you. And some of y'all are going to understand what I mean. When you're standing, your waist is a certain girth, diameter. But when you're seated, my waist anyway expands. I guess all the organs and fat has to go somewhere, so they just go to my waistline. So sometimes a leather belt that I've cinched in may be really cute when I'm standing, but when I'm sitting, it may be very uncomfortable, especially by the end of a night or end of a dinner. So that's where these elastic belts really are great because they give with you. If you've eaten a lot, they're gonna be forgiving. The other thing is they are so cheap, but they also can really make an outfit. In the dress that I showed you, other than the black buttons, and the ruffle at the bottom, there was no detailing to the dress. So the black belt really added a lot, and with black shoes would make a really cute outfit. So let me show you how I did it, and you'll be able to do it as well. So you want to take your roll of elastic and measure it for what's comfortable for your waist. In my case, you know, this is going to be enough give, but when I'm standing, it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't feel real clingy. So I overlap that about 1 inch on the top and 1 inch on the bottom. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but before I cut, I had overlapped just about 1 inch each way, so I would have plenty of material. Now on the white and the black, it was so easy because, as I mentioned, that's a much thinner elastic. And so all I did, there is no right or wrong to either of these products, but I put my 2 ends together and then I rolled them twice, opened it up, and I sewed it up and down about 3 times through all that kind of little sandwich of elastic. Now that was much easier, and I could use my regular needle on my sewing machine. I could have also probably done it by hand with the white and the black because it was thinner. On this navy, I would probably put in a needle that was better for thick fabrics, and I'm not sure I would have been able to do it by hand. On this particular product, I would probably serge or zigzag stitch my edge here so that I didn't get fraying like I am on this part, and just loop this over 1 time and sew it so that it was a thinner little fold. It wasn't as thick. So these are easy. I think your kids, grandkids would enjoy them. When you put them on, it is much easier to put it over your head other than step into it, because you don't want to worry about, you know, hiking up your fabric or fighting your fabric. I like to put the seam on the side, and then it's most likely that it won't be noticed. Now there are other things you can do to really, I guess, doll them up. A brooch, either about this 1.5 inch size or maybe up to 2 inches, pinned through it would be really cute, either in the middle or on the side. Of course, I've always heard that when you put a bow or your accent for your belt on the side, it's a little more slimming. So for me, since again my waist is no longer tiny like it used to be, I would probably put it on the side. You could actually make your bow out of the elastic when you sew your belt. Pretend I have this cut here. I would just sew it in there, and then you would just have a cute little bow on the front with, if you do pretty stitching. So there's a lot of things you can do to really add to your outfit. These are so easy and so cheap. I think I got 11 yards of this on Amazon. So I'll probably make several of these so that if I lose one, break one, whatever, not a big deal. I could actually hang them with the dresses that I'm going to be wearing them with on the hanger, and then I don't have to go looking for them. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that quick and easy craft. If you would, please give me a thumbs up and be sure and subscribe. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll get notified each time I post a new video. I know I'm not real good at these, but I'm learning, so please bear with me. Hopefully I'll get better the more that I do and the more I go along. So hope you have a good week, and I'll see you back next week. Thanks for watching.